Hello everybody. Well, this is part 2 of our glider towing attempts from 42 years ago, 1982. Now that you're seeing what's happened with the helicopter that I'm trying to fly and tow a glider, it just didn't have enough power to lift that big heavy glider with NICADs off the ground, or even get it moving forward enough for it to fly. And it's probably a good thing when you see what happens at the end of this video. Now back then we were pioneering things like this, night flying and more in the beginning, so we were just learning everything. I actually wrote an article in Model Airplane News magazine called A Real Tow Job, after we learned what to do and what not to do when trying to tow RC gliders. So I passed it on to everybody. In my magazine articles, which was the only way we could communicate to everybody back then. No internet. I know it all sounds simple to tow a glider, but just know that the glider pilot must keep his plane as close to the same flight path as the tow plane. If the glider goes higher than the tow plane begins diving towards the ground because the glider is pulling the tail up. And the same the other way. If he's too low, the plane will have its tail pulled down, causing the tow plane to go up and then of course stall. And you can just imagine what would happen if the glider pilot pulls up higher than the helicopter and the tow line gets caught up in the tail rotor. Not good. You're seeing our very first attempt at this on this digitally remastered tape from 42 years ago in San Juan Capistrano, California. Let's try Plan B. Well, this is Julius's plane. We call him Dr. J. I think it's a headmaster, and I'm flying it for him. And Dave Robiger will be flying his glider. Well, it unhooked before I ever get off.
That's what you, ladies and gentlemen, that is the P factor.
flying straight out of ways. I don't have much power. I have no power. Too lean. Okay, too lean.
This is hooked up on something here.
I'm telling you.
I'm fine.
Now here's the problem.
Well, you know, trying to find a place to fly out in California was impossible. And we had road hazards like this to put up with. You might note I'm just a pilot here. I don't own this plane. The plane that's being flown right now is Dave Robinger's glider, and I'm towing it up with Julius's plane. And looks like this is a success. But this was short-lived, as you'll see what happened on our last attempt of today.
Yeah, hang in there.
All right, I'm trying to climb. Stop climbing above me.
Yeah, you pull his tail up and climb above it. You gotta stay cool. A little bit.
I'm gonna start a line up. I'll wait till everybody clears off the road so I can see. Oh, so I don't have to. That's pretty good.
You want to turn the transmitter off?
That's the highest that one's ever got without.
Do we smile for the camera?
Yeah, well, you pay some attention to that you're doing there, boy. We have folks in the peanut gallery here. The spectators, you know, obviously. Bud over here making his own space shuttle. And here's the situation.
Dave.
Chief
This is
engineer,
the,
we'll get a close-up of this.
listen, if you want to go to macro, Bud,
It's just vibration. Full up. God.
I am full up.
Here it is again in slow motion, and Dave just flew way higher than me, so I had no control. And that's the way it was back in 1982 when we were just out there trying to have some fun and pioneering some of this crazy stuff. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.